Good to see you.
Okay, Revenants, welcome back to the Road to 100. As we left off in the Accumulator Ruins last time, finishing up some side quests there. We have more side quests here to do. We have 3 side missions to run, and they bring us all the way back here to the very beginning of the game where we fought Oliver. Even though we've gone pretty far through the game, we're still picking up new missions. So let's talk to Shang.
Thanks to you, I've got all sorts of rare materials. I put together a collection of valuables to give you as thanks. I wish I could do more, but please take them. I'll still be doing business, so if you need anything, drop on by.
Okie dokie, Shang. So he gives us some just items for free here. So this mission is simply to just get more items and see the full inventory here of what Shang has to offer. So, okay, that's Shang done, and then we have one more to run back at the Natural Cavern Depths, and we'll see here what this mission is, as we're coming down to sort of the later part of the mid-game in Code Vein. We still have quite a ways to go, and who do we find here? None other than Richard. So as we got him a sleeping bag and we killed a Lost, and now we find him here.
Pop up just about everywhere, huh?
Well, not really.
I mean, I'm not lost or anything, but one of those things around the corner has me in a bit of a pinch.
Okay.
I thought I had the perfect spot, then trouble came swaggering in. I can't go back to my brothers until that problem is taken care of.
Okay, and it's literally right there. And since she is weak to lightning's pierce and slash, we are not going to be doing that. We're going to be doing just other dumb things here. So we'll see if we can even beat her, and we'll see what we can do. But it is going to be in our best interest to do a lot of backstabs here. As you see, we definitely are not paired correctly, but that's okay. We can stagger her, and if we had a lightning veil on, then we could do really good damage. And let's go ahead and block. Okay, and we stagger her and go for another backstab. And as you see here, there's really no beating her. We're just we're doing everything the wrong way versus her, but that's okay, as we have perfect block and all kinds of things. We can take her down very easily. Oops, and here's Richard. We ran right past him because it was such a short mission.
You really are a lifesaver.
Okay.
Yeah, this looks good. It's got enough space for all my little brothers.
What does?
Great. I'll stay here and keep an eye on the place for a bit.
Oh.
I need to make sure it's going to be all right for them to live here. Big Brother's work is never done.
Okay. And we get just more things.
Finally, I'll have some good news to bring back to my little brothers. I've kept them waiting long enough, after all.
So is he the oldest?
Can't wait to see them all again.
Okay, so thank you there, Mr. Richard. We did those 2 missions, and we go ahead and head on over to the next mission, which is here at the Butterfly Nest. And who do we run into? Oh, yet again, our favorite friend from our past, our present, and he is now, what we're coming up to is the future of what was our past and present earlier. So this fella just gets around here in Vein, and he definitely, you know, just I don't know. He's always creeping around, but he is a kind of fun character that Bandai put into the game here, for sure. Okay, and we find him here waiting for us. Oh, look at that, we're at 48,021,000.
Oh, it's you again.
Hayes,
I wanted to ask you something.
go ahead.
Do you have any activated missile on you? You know, the stuff that was used in Operation Queenslayer? The thing is, I know where we can find some. It's in a spot that make a good shelter. But the miasma on the way there is thick, and I'd probably succumb to loss before I got there.
succumb to
Activated
loss.
missile, I can clear the miasma, though.
Okay. Now, this mission, it does not give you any clue except for his comment about it was heavily used in Operation Queenslayer. There is no way that you know where you need to go unless you go every area one by one looking for little mission markers. So it's kind of weird that this is the case, but you have to kind of put the pieces together here. That he talked about Operation Queenslayer. Do you remember about it? You have to remember that he was actually there at Operation Queenslayer, remember? We ran across him and we talked to him, and so he was from our past, so he would have been there at that exact location where we're going now to pick up the activated missiles. So you kind of have to, understanding this mission, it only makes sense if you actually did the memories and you met up with him and saw that indeed he was there at Operation Queenslayer, and he was here with you, and he was part of this. So that's the only way that you would know to come back here. And in fact, the map even drops out. So once you pick this up, you can't even use your items or anything. So it is kind of strange that is the case. But once you pick that up, you can missile back, and we can go ahead and head back to the butterfly nest. And now that self-important revenant is complete here with these two, or with this mission, we will have access to, after we finish the Crown of Sand, we will have access to the Misty Ruins, well, not the Misty Ruins, the Rocky Ruins, as this mission granting reward from finding self-important revenant throughout the game here. This is probably the hardest depths map to acquire, as the quest line spans almost the entire game, and the Successor of the Throat is fairly long into the game, so running this quest line is exceptionally good because you get the Rocky Ruins depths map.
This stuff is activated missile. With this, we can get to that potential shelter site.
Mm-hmm.
This is seriously valuable. I owe you big time.
Oh, good.
Here. This doesn't come close to making us even. It's my way of saying thanks.
Okie dokie.
I swear, I won't forget this. I'll pay you back in full. You got it?
So all of a sudden, he doesn't
Bunch of the people with me are weak.
seem so
If they got
self-important.
attacked by the Lost, it'd be all over for them. That's why I want to get everyone into a shelter as quick as I can. If we can get activated missile, we might be okay.
Mm-hmm.
We just need to hang on a bit longer.
Okay, so that is self-important revenant here. And now we can head on down to the now we can head on down to the Successor of the Throat area, the Crown of Sand, and we can start running that. And we'll see how far we get. If everything goes well, we should get to the Successor in one run, and then we can put her down with kind of an experimental setup here that we got going. And then after her, it'll be more optional missions. So after, if you've noticed a pattern here, what you'll notice is that after every major area, after every major fight, we definitely go for optional missions. So every time after you finish an area, you want to make sure that you're checking back on the exact areas that you finished up previously, as you will have quite a bit of mission hunting to do. Okay, so now if we do the shorter shortcut way to get down, we could do this, and then you have to hit it just right over here, I believe. Whee! And you see there that it pushes you, and if you don't hit it just right, then you will be pushed off into the void. But that is how you can skip ladders and climbing and all that. So you'll notice that we are running Pollux, and we have 24 ichor available to us. Now, the reason being that we have Rush of Blood, and it doesn't really matter because we have really, really low dark and light gift anyways, so it won't change anything about our damage at all. But since we have Rush of Blood to get us a whole bunch more Ichor on such a low Ichor blood code, we have to pair it with Tirelessness, since Rush of Blood reduces your stamina regen rate, and it says it, I believe, on the card. Yeah, and it greatly lowers gift power and stamina recovery rate, but Tirelessness is the exact antithesis of Rush of Blood. So we pair those two up and we get a pretty good bonus there of 12 extra Ichor to start out with, as Pollux is a really, really, really low Ichor blood code. Now, it reduces our light and dark gift by 50%. Oops, oh no. Oh no. I skipped a cutscene. Oh, I'm a dummy. That was so stupid. Got to talking. Oh, crap. Oh well. Sorry about that. Maybe we'll watch it on a successive playthrough, as we'll be through here several more times. Yeah, that was really, really, really unfortunate. And we're going to be running Io, as she has access to Panacea's essence, and we will definitely be wanting to go for that, since we will probably be leaking quite a bit. Okay, and this guy does exceptional damage versus us, but we can smash these guys down pretty easily. Okay, and we lost a lot of health there, but that's okay. And we go for another backstab, and if you'll notice, the backstabs are where we're going to be getting a whole lot of our damage from. Okay, so let's go for a heal here, and that'll get us back to full. Okay, let's go for a backstab, and then we'll go for a charge attack as he is coming up. There we go, and we'll knock him down, and that also gets us another 5% of ice damage on our weapon. Now we can switch to this heavy axe here, and we're going to pick up our first vestige. Okay, and we'll let him come over here. Okay, okay, let's just run over here, and as you see, the overhead attack is where our damage is going to come from with the axe here. And it's pretty nice that since we have that overhead attack, we can absolutely smash the enemy down. Okay, and we need to go for a backstab here, as here comes Explodey Boy. Let's go for an attack here. And as you see there, we can completely smash these guys with our overhead attack. So it makes it for a really, really good way to go about attacking these enemies. And because Impact Wave requires us to strike the ground, the overhead slam indeed gives us that exact overhead slam. So every time we strike the ground, we continue to damage the enemy even when they're knocked down. Okay, so now let's head on back over this way. And since Impact Wave is over, we'll go back to the hammer, as that has perfect block when it's fortified, as you see here. We have 100 across the board. Okay, and we're only getting about 6 Ichor on a backstab, so we have to make sure that we are able to go for multiple backstabs. Okay, now this fella is not allowing us to get behind him there easily, but we can definitely do that. Okay, and this fella, we're just gonna drop in for a hello. Okay, and go for a backstab here. Now this is important to get these guys gone as soon as possible, as we will be coming up on a whole bunch of people here that will ruin our day. So this guy is the first one, and he's paired up here with the Explodey Boy. There he goes. Now he may kill Io. Okay. He did not kill Io, so that's very, very good. We don't want to lose her at this early in the game of the stage here, and now we are going to have a difficult time running through the sand here. Okay, we'll go for gift extension. and we'll wait for sturdy body here to increase or come back. It looks like we have the sand bug active there a little bit. We don't want to be having that active. Oh, here's this fella. Okay. Okay, and we got to get out of here. Okay. Oh, and he's going to not play nice, but we can get a launch on him. Okay. And let's go for sturdy body. Now let's go for another launch, as that is a really, really good way to get damage on him. Okay. Okay. And now we're going to lose I-Core like crazy. But since we can stagger him with our massive amounts of hammer stagger, it does really well. And we can put him down pretty easily there. Okay, so let's go ahead and heal one while we have Regenerator active. Okay, so we've already picked up 3 vestiges so far. That's very good. And this fella here, he just drops in to say hello. And let's go ahead and beat him and get a backstab on him. Now this is really, really good that we can get massive amounts of damage from a backstab anywhere we go, no problem. Now it's probably more beneficial if we just missile route back instead of rolling through here, as we will absolutely lose all of our I-Core. It sure does, but we have access to a lot more benefit if we don't missile back. Okay, I'll just put these guys down. Now the Sharur here, the Snowdrift Sharur, is a pretty good hammer, and it definitely affords some good damage out on the enemy, no matter what we're doing. Okay, let's go ahead and heal one more. Good. So Sturdy Body is a 50% increase, I believe, or no, sorry, 35% increase to our health pool, which is pretty good, pretty high. So it's kind of fun to have monstrous amounts of health, but you know, it's not absolutely necessary. Okay, we'll go for this so we can hit head on in here, and if we don't get a backstab, we can do pretty good damage regardless. There we go, 9,000. So 2107, that's really good damage just on a regular strike. Now this fool is just kind of sitting here, so we'll take the backstab for sure. Okay, and we'll go for blood weapon. There we go, and we'll just beat him down. Okay, now we've got Lost Shard here. And then down here, we have all kinds of squids, and then we have what we have in the middle there. We have access to regen extension factor. And so then, best thing to do is just, whoops, run on out of here, as the squids will have a hard time running up the stairs here. But as soon as they do, we will go for kind of some damage there across multiple sand squiddies here. There we go. There we go. So that's what I found to be the best way to just run through there, and there's no real reason to do anything else down there, as all of it is a trap, and there's no real reason to stick around and get kind of corralled by a whole bunch of those squids. Yeah, there's just no reason for it. Okay, so now we will have the crawl back of shame here, as we will have to go down into the pit here to get the item of the Harmonia Chrome, but we won't be able to get out very easily. So the best way I've found to do this is run down here, pick it up, and missile out, as that will just enable us to pick it up and not get completely smashed into oblivion by the balls rolling down the hill. Okay, let's drink some water here. Now, this does have more missile outs and more resting than normal, because Pollux is fairly good as a tank, but at the same time, we definitely need to ensure that we have the damage output available. Oops, there's the ball. Okay, let's head over here. Okay, and let's go for Sturdy Body, Gift Extension, Blood and Ice Gift. There we go. And we'll go for backstab, so we ensure that we take this guy down. Good, because we don't want this guy getting any kind of ideas here, as he will put us down. Whoops. Okay. Now this guy, as you saw there, he interrupted our tormenting blast, and we were not able to get any damage on him, and that's really, really unfortunate. Now we have to go over there into this little cove as this guy comes down. Okay. And this guy is completely worthless to attack, as he does nothing for us. It's just simply an area here to, you know, get ganged up on. Okay, so let's head back over here, and we'll head over to this one. Now this is not the best way to go about it, going back and forth, because you can make all of the areas here. Now there's a slug in the sand there waiting for you, but this guy you want to go for a backstab as you come around the corner if you can, but if not, no harm, no foul here. Now getting up the hill here is a little bit problematic, as we just have to kind of run. Oops, he hit us. That's a problem. Okay, but we can continue to stagger these guys with our big heavy hammer, so it's very nice. Okay, so we'll get rid of him, and then we will head on down here, and down here is a Revenant right there, you see him? So we can line up, and we can go whee, and plunge him, and we push him away from the wall, and then we can get a backstab on him, so we don't have to deal with his shenanigans in any way. And we got a 310, and you can drop in from up here, but I find this is the most fun way to drop in on this fella here, as he doesn't pose any threat this way. Okay, so let's go ahead and head up here. Now we got 23 I-cores, so that's pretty good, and we have a maximum here of 44, so we definitely have some issues with I-core, but we're paired up mostly effective, that we can push these guys around pretty easily and effectively. Okay, there we go. Good. And we'll put him down. Okay, now we got all these guys here. There's no reason to go there except for that item, and since we're doing 100%, we have to go over there. So yeah, it's kind of annoying. Okay, but since we are doing it this way, we will switch to, let's see, what Thorn Veil should we do? I guess we'll go for the fortification here, or the GXH assault, and we'll go on over here, and we'll hit this thing, and we'll go back over, and Io will stand in front of us and block, and we can hit it, and she will take the damage there. And so now let's go back to our Twilight Claw, and let's head over here, and as soon as you get into the sand, these things will activate, and it's good if you can dodge as immediately as they come out of the sand, but as you saw there, we didn't, so it was kind of a problem. Okay, so let's go for Sturdy Body and Gift Extension. Let's go ahead and heal one, and let's go for Ice and Blood, and let's head on in. Now this fella is very problematic, as we definitely need to dodge all these crazy attacks, as well as having enough stamina to do damage, and at the same time get backstabs. But we can stagger him pretty effectively. Okay. Okay, there we go. And we can block him, but we still have stun buildup. So let's go for a launch. And the stun buildup is very, very bad for us. Let's go for another launch, as we don't want him doing any kind of damage there. Okay, let's go for a charge. There we go. Whoops, we missed him. Okay, he's gonna attack us. Io, can you, okay, we'll just smash him down here. Okay, good. Now, let's go ahead and heal up. Now, the only reason this is problematic in this area is because of the fact that he is living in a place where there's ichor leak, and we have no access to any kind of good damage here. Okay, I guess we just have to smash this guy down in close quarters here. And now we have access to the Suicide Spur finally. Now this is one of the highest dark damage, dark scaling, dark value veils in the game. And there's an instrument, but you know, it's a really, really good veil, and it's an Ivy veil as well, and it's the one Eva uses. Okay, so you can see that if we didn't have tirelessness active, there's no way that we would be able to be having any kind of stamina as we run through here. Okay, so now we got a bunch of shooters, and we got the big white fella coming up here, so we'll have to figure out how to gang up on him, as he is very, very problematic for us. So let's go ahead and heal. So we're back up to full, and we've got 5 heals left. Okay, and we can block him, but we definitely want to get a backstab if we can. But we have really good stagger potential on him, but we definitely want to be going for a backstab at all costs here. Okay, but as you see, it definitely does not afford us any kind of really useful value there, simply because he you know, damages us over and over and over. So the best thing for these guys is to just run past and go for the last one. Okay, and we'll pick up the vestige. There we go, and we'll let Io take care of the first one there. Okay, that's very good. Now, before we go any farther, I think just from instead of taking the chance, definitely heading on here this way, instead of taking the chance all the way around the corner there, it's better to head down here now and get the doors opened up for the run back, as if you die up at the top, the run back is very, very long and kind of unwelcomed. So the board game for Rin, here's the other missile of the area, and titanium, and the door at the beginning of the level that we went for, and I still can't believe I skipped that cutscene. That's gonna bother me to no end, that I'm gonna have a perfect 100% run without that cutscene. But what you discover is that this place used to not be a whole bunch of sand, but it turned into this after Eva frenzied. So yeah, anyways, so we'll head on over this way, and we'll head up back, and we'll finish up our area. And the issue that we're going to be running into here is that the Successor of the Throat is weak to slash ice, and we do not have slash ice. We have ice crush, but we will attempt to remedy that. Okay, so we have to head over here first, and even though we dodged, this little squiddy guy caught us out, so that's a real problem. So we'll pick up these items here. Okay, and we'll try and run as slowly as we can over here. And, oops, not this one. In here, there is a lost shard, and it's no real benefit of any kind. So it's just whatever. So we hit this guy to move him, so we get a backstab here. Now, Pollux is a blood code from the second DLC, the Frozen Empress DLC, and it's a pretty interesting kind of a blood code, as it pairs up with the Twilight Claw from the DLC 3, the Lord of Thunder DLC. Now, remember, he jumps off the edge there. There's this missile. So when you put the two together, you get a pretty exceptionally overpowered backstab setup, as the value right now that we're running is 2049 without any buffs active. So it's pretty good. And we have really horrible I-core recovery, but that's to be expected for such a high trade-off there. Okay, so that fella's going to run that way. So we will head over here, and we'll go for Sturdy Body now. And we need one more I-core, but we will... whoops. And that's why we wanted to go for Sturdy Body here, so we can take that hit. I did not want to take that hit, but we did anyways. Okay, so let's go ahead and heal up. And that's going to cost us 2 or 3 heals here, unfortunately. But it's what it is. Now this fella, we definitely want him to aggro us, so he comes over here. Now those lightning balls do leak damage, so you want to not have those hit you if you can help it. Okay. Okay, and I guess I can't get a backstab on this fella at all. There we go. There we go. Nope, no backstab. Okay, good job of you. And the hammer just constantly staggers him to no end, so that's really, really good. Okay, let's go for gift extension, and now we will run in here, and we'll dodge out of this little squiddy guy here, and we'll smash him down. Now we got one more of the big guys over there, and this is pretty problematic at this point. So we will go for a mobility enhancer and a drain activator. I guess we'll go for a gift accelerator too, and we'll go for ice.
This is a powerful thought.
Okay. And we still can't get a backstab. Okay. Okay, and we'll go for a charge attack. Okay. Yep. Okay, good. Okay, let's pick up the vestige while we can. Okay, we'll let EO hit him there. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's go for a launch. Oop. Let's go for a launch. There we go. Now, this fella, he definitely knocked us down. I did not expect that, as we were able to recover there because of EO, but even though we were blocking, I was holding the button. Even though we were holding the button, it definitely took us down and took us out. So that's definitely a problem. And let's beat this head down here. Good. Okay. So now we've picked up everything in this area, and we have the ladder to go. So except for that big guy there at the end, and it was a pretty good run. So now we have to look for Harmonia, A, B, C, D, E. Okay, so we got all the Harmonia vestiges, so we're good to go. And we're going to switch for the grand finale here. There we go. And we'll keep this, and we'll go for this. Okay, and we will pair up here, and we'll see if we can actually get how close we can get on a one-shot. Now, obviously, we won't be using EO, but we're gonna see which is better, if we have adrenaline active, or if we have Merciless Reaper active. I'm willing to bet that it will be when Merciless Reaper is active, even though the damage output will be dependent on her resistances. But since she's weak to slash anyways, we'll try for this setup here at the beginning, and then we'll see how close we get, and then we will missile back, and we will try for the Merciless Reaper version, just to see. Actually, we'll continue with this because we will have the Misty Ruins and the Rocky Ruins in order to fight her again. So we'll stick with this for now, and we'll see how we do versus her next time in the other areas with
We can discover something.
with the Merciless Reaper. There we go. Okay. Now that fella's put down very nicely. And we'll head on over here. And we'll go for some backstabs here. Now this should pick up and throw him off the edge probably. Oh, no. Okay. Let's go for a charge. Okay. Okay. I guess he's gonna play nasty here. Can I do a backstab? No. Okay. No backstab. Okay, so we have vestiges to watch and storyline to pick up on, and catch up on all the things here. Now, since we have lots of story that we're going to be watching, it's nice that we can pick up on. Oh, and here's the other missile. We can watch the story, and instead of doing bosses and runs and such, we can definitely do story time. So here's the Misto, and we'll see these three vestiges, and I think Jack and Eva here in this setup, or this section of the game, is some of the saddest Revenant stories that we're going to come across. So we will, I may comment here and there, but these are really, really good portions of the game here. We can go ahead and drink some water.
Make sure you don't suck out too much. These humans die easily from blood loss.
Are you really sure it's safe for us to be snatching humans like this? If one of Silva's dogs gets wind of what we're doing.
They're the ones sitting pretty and getting fat from the letters. We have our rights. You're so annoying. Stop that ear-splitting racket.
Despicable Revenant. I think that is a very applicable name for her, simply because she's using Eva as a human sacrifice, a human blood bag.
Can't talk to him, can you? Listen, if he wants more questions, tell him everything will be all right. I promise I'll keep you safe.
I'm just getting chills here. Okay, so yeah, pretty horrific stuff, as you know. I guess most things else in Vane here have been pretty bad.
Unfortunately, I can't grant your request. I'll come straight to the point. There's no future due to Revenant. Don't throw your life away. Forget the past. Live as best you can here.
Jack's a good dude. So yeah, I can't even imagine that, just having someone as a blood slave is essentially. I'm glad they put Despicable Revenant as the name of that Revenant who was perpetrating this heinous crime. But yeah, if you hang out with people like that, oh my goodness. There should be zero tolerance for that kind of behavior. Anyways.
I've been waiting.
You've been waiting for me? Why, thank you, Themisto. I wouldn't mind having a coffee with her. I do like coffee. I do drink a lot of coffee. And my favorite coffee that I've been having recently is French toast coffee. It's a local brewery, or a local grinder.
Forget the past. That's impossible. My heart aches every time I see those eyes of Successor. Why am I all alone in a place like this? What can I possibly do to make it easier for him?
Oops, I'm going the wrong way. So Eva got her voice back.
We're very lucky you requested an examination. I've never seen compatibility numbers like yours. But I do have to say that the numbers aren't everything. If you fail this, you will lose yourself completely. You're certain then? Well, I'm sure your determination will prove to be an invaluable asset through the process.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure it will be. So, the reason Eva frenzied, as we found out last time, was the fact that,
You can talk.
Mido did it.
Wait. Your successor they mentioned.
Jack, there's something I've wanted to say for a long time.
Mm.
Thank you for saving me.
So see, it's a key plot point there that she got her voice back. Now, she wanted to tell Jack that so much that she decided to become a successor. I mean, that is like, holy cow. Jack, hang on to Eva. You got a woman like that in your life that will do crazy, ridiculous things for you, to support you and love on you. Yeah, that is a rare, rare gift. Hold on to her forever. A good woman paired with a good man. Nothing better.
I've been waiting. Please, spin it out of memory for
Okie dokie, Themisto. This will be our last one. Now, the game does have a bug here at the Successor Fight that if you beat her and you go into the cutscene directly after and you don't skip it, sometimes the game will crash there. So if I drop out,
this was the only way we could find
apologies
the
ahead of time.
relics.
There's no choice. Letting them frenzy will cause even more suffering. It has to be done. If you can't accept that, then leave.
Hmm. So there we saw Jack standing over a dead body.
I can only really take on more than one relic.
Hmm.
It hurts a bit, but I'll be fine. Besides, it's nothing compared to the pain you always give me.
So again, we see more nobility, we see more self-sacrifice, we see more loyalty, we see more friendship.
Safe here. Let's rest for now.
I'm sorry. It's all my fault.
Forget it. After all, it is nice to discover the stars in existence.
I love this, that they give you the stars then to look up at. It's awesome. But you can't really see them with my crazy brightness here. But that's okay. There's lots of stars, and if you have a darker, well, not such a bright Revenant, you can actually look at them, and it's actually pretty nice. You can get some nice screenshots in here. So yeah, if the game drops out and we lose here, then we'll just beat her and move on, and I'll try and get the cutscene at a later time. Okay, now as we head on in here, we'll see here that we've got all the vestiges, so we will be able to save Eva this time, which is most excellent. Okay. And we'll head on up here, and we will attempt the one-shot. I don't believe you can get a one-shot on her. I've been trying different ways, different methods. This is one combination of gifts that I have not tried, so we'll see how it goes, if at all. Okay, now we are going to be in a bad kind of a way. Here's a Jack, and there's a Jack, so that's kind of strange. But we'll have to, the best ideal way to do this would be to go in, missile route back, and come back, but for the sake of time and run backs and such, we'll go for these here and now, and we'll see how we go. Okay, let's heal, and let's go for Jack. Okay. And let's get this. Okay, and we'll go for Final Journey. There we go. And one more, and we are now ready to go. Go, go, go. And we need this and a mobility enhancer, and we are gonna run out of ice damage, unfortunately, I think. So we have to watch the cutscene here, so hopefully nothing runs out and we don't die before we even get in here. So you see this big crystal lattice that we have active here above us? Oh, that is the one that we saw over Valerio at the Despot. So you can see there that they definitely do have significance.
Eva.
Once a slave, then reborn, and now frenzied.
You don't have to fight anymore. Don't worry. It's all gonna be okay. I'll take on the relics now.
No, Jack. Did you see that tear?
Don't try to stop me.
But we just did. We just did stop you. Did you see that, Jack? But Jack was going to kill her right here and now, as he's done that with many successors in the past. So here we go. Hopefully we're not dead from cutscene land. Now Eva's choice of successor here actually kind of makes sense, that it's a giant protective woman, as she's been you know, endangered in the past, so she definitely feels the idea of protection. So it kind of makes sense. The giant furry and stuff kind of didn't make sense at all, but this one definitely makes sense to me. Okay, let's go for ice. And we'll go for a, yep, there we go. Okay. Whoops, Jack. Okay, so that was kind of unfortunate. And we'll go for a charge attack. And that's it. So that's a pretty easy fight, even though we died there. But yeah, if you're a little bit quicker, it definitely goes by in a flash. Now, if she would have not gone for the hands that spring up from the ground, we could have put her down in two attacks there. But, oh well.
So, it's over.
No, this isn't the end. Come on.
Let's go see her again.
That's right, Yakumo. I like your optimism, bro.
What do you say? It's not possible.
See, Jack hasn't seen us do the other successors, so he has no idea about what we can do. But we all do, because we've been watching The Road to 100. Blue eyes. Most excellent. I do have to say I'm kind of partial to blue eyes myself. But my wife has brown eyes, so I need to like brown eyes. Her eyes are really pretty. Okay, so hopefully the game doesn't crash out here and we lose the progress.
When I first met Jack, I was just a possession owned by revenants.
Yeah.
My throat was wounded. I couldn't even speak. But he took me in without a second thought. I always felt that I was in his debt. I have a naturally high compatibility, so if there's any way my body could possibly be of use to him, then it is his, even if it costs me my humanity.
So I'm guessing that building down there is this area here,
You're
and she's
finally
up
awake.
there somewhere.
Are you still sleeping?
Still asleep. Only streets voices. This is the time.
I'm afraid I can't obey that order. I enjoy singing for you too much.
Okay. So Eva calms Jack's relic as well as her own relics that she has by singing. Now you'll notice where this is.
Don't blame yourself for this, Jed. You were always so kind to me.
Mm-hmm.
I have no regrets. Still, I wish I could sing for you one last time.
So there it's really nice to see that Eva knew exactly where the little home base area there was because she was there before. So kind of cool that they're tying up a lot of the story arcs here that we've been seeing through locations and past memories and future interactions and such. So pretty neat. I'd love to meet the writer of the game. And a wonderful scene here with Jack and Eva. And myself. With my little star there on my cheek. Perfectly placed for the mask. Okie dokie. These two are my two favorite characters.
I've put you through far too much.
No, you haven't. When I first met you, I had absolutely nothing. You gave me the light of hope.
Hope. It's a powerful thing. What is this camera angle though?
And my voice. Please, don't be sad, Jack. From the moment I took on my role, I knew this would eventually be my fate. But I was still happy. Because I was with you.
Yeah. Me too.
Loved ones are exceptionally valuable. If you have a mom or a dad or a brother or sister or somebody you love, hug them today. Tell them you love them. Don't let them go out of your life. You need friends. You need loved ones.
Your mission is an important one.
See what you can learn from anime.
So go on and burn bright while the candle of life still burns.
Eva. Will you sing for me again?
I don't know.
Last time.
I don't know what his eye is doing there. It's going wild. But, okay. I'd love to meet the voice actress of Eva. I bet she's a really nice person. See, and Eva has a suicide spurt as her, as her veil, but it has a little bit of extra roses there around the neck. She has a really good voice. And good thing we were the white angel for this, as we were doing ice damage the whole time. So you can see that the once you get through the game a couple times, if you want to just run to 100 stars, you can completely blaze your way through everybody and everything. But having the DLC codes and DLC weapons and such definitely makes it a lot more diverse, and it adds quite a bit of layers back into the game, even in the regular gameplay.
Thank you.
So once you do the DLCs and you get everything from them, come back through the game, and it completely changes the way and the setups that you had originally, and it affords you a whole lot of new perspective, which is really nice. So running both the solo run through and this kind of run through for the 100 stars of difficulty, the interesting thing that I'm stumbling upon is that when you when you run the solo game, it's a completely different game than what we're running right now. It's almost like two different separate games. It's like they're not even the same thing. Running the solo level 1 run through of the 700 hour, whatever I've labeled it as, that playlist. It's interesting that everything is very slow, very deliberate, and everything in this run through is very run and gun, very kind of balls to the wall, kind of ambitious gameplay where you're constantly dodging and running and attacking and everything. And it's interesting that the two games don't even feel the same, so they're completely different, which is cool that you can have that all in the same game. So very interesting.
Eva, she's back to normal.
Yay!
Amazing. Did she resist the relic's effect? Maybe it's because we were there to treat her immediately.
Maybe. And see all the roses all over her blood veil? Those are not on a regular suicide spur, so hers is a little bit different than the regular.
You held the threads of my tattered hearts together.
No problem, Eva. Anything for you?
Eva. I don't know what to say.
Just say I love you, dude. Will you marry me?
You don't need to say anything.
What?
Would you let me stay with you a while longer?
Eva, you don't have to ask that.
Do you even need to ask?
Oh. There you go. Jack, you definitely need to make some words known to her. I do like his boots, though. Very cool boots. Maybe they don't want it to be romantic or something, but I don't know. There's just so much there that it doesn't make sense why they wouldn't want to be together. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a dumb idiot. A big dumb idiot that just does math and engineering. Who knows? Could be.
We're going after Mido.
Wait. How do you even know where he is?
He's performed countless experiments on the relics, and now he's stolen the ones inside Eva. I think I know what his plan is. Reviving the Queen.
Sort of.
In order to do that, he'll have to take Silva's relic as well.
So, Silva's a successor.
That's not the only problem. The Red Mist. The jail of the mists that covers the world and deepens Revenant's bloodthirst. The one who created it is none other than Silva.
What? Why would Silva do that?
Soldiers were needed to fight the Queen when she frenzied. Since humanity had already suffered significant losses, Revenants were created to swell the ranks. In the end, we succeeded in stopping the Queen. But there are a lot of humans living in the world outside. Without the Red Mist, both starving Revenants and the Lost would be able to roam freely.
Yeah. Can you imagine that?
To prevent further tragedy. Though, I have to admit, if every Revenant was like you, it wouldn't have been as much of a concern.
Yep.
We'll take the path to the fortress. With speed and a little luck, we might catch it.
It's interesting that he's wanting to protect the rest of humanity.
Oh, and don't
from the revenants.
Those who carry a relic are always at risk of frenzy. Don't let your guard down, not even for a moment.
Okie dokie. So if all these revenants
You have sharp eyes, kid.
were running around in the world, they would all be sucking all the humans dry, and they would actually be a worse plague on humanity. So Silva's keeping the horrors out, the revenants in, and a whole lot of good is coming out of it, but it's coming at the cost of blood from inside vein from the blood beads, which is also why Karen needed to be guarded. So we're finding out a lot more about why Silva is doing what he's doing. Ugh. And at the same time, you know, it's kind of interesting that it's like a love-hate kind of a thing. Like, yes, you definitely need it, but you know, it's something that you may not want to believe that you need it. So kind of interesting. Okay, so we'll head on back and pick up the optional mission here, which we definitely need to do. So it's kind of weird that you have to do a run back here to do this, and then you know, run back over there to do that. So I don't know. It's kind of just interesting stuff, in how they made you do different things. Okay, so let's go ahead and heal, or get our ichor back here, and let's talk to, who do we find here but none other than Matthew.
Vanished into ash. I saw a revenant being attacked by the lost. I tried to help, but it was too late. He died and was turned to ash.
But at least you
I know
tried.
there were some deaths we couldn't come back from.
Mm-hmm.
The lost that killed that revenant went straight up that way. I want to avenge that revenant, but I can't. Knowing I could die has me too scared to fight.
Okie dokie. So you'll see here that the lost is over here.
Branches here.
So what we will do is we will run this way,
All else fails.
and there's no reason to fight any of these fellas, as they just kind of get in the way. But this guy we will backstab for sure, and Jack will be fine. But we can revive him if we need to. So we gotta head on up here. Now the fella that we're gonna be fighting is that white big anteater fella there. But we definitely got to go for these guys first, as they will ruin our day, as they will drop in on us and completely annihilate us. Good. And we'll go for this and blood.
That's a good
Okay.
idea.
And we'll go for sturdy body and gift extension. Okay. And we'll smash him down. Okay. Now we will go for the explodey bits here, as this guy will ruin us. And then we'll go for this fella here. Okay. Now every second attack we can stagger this guy. All right, we finally got a backstab on him. Okay, good. And then we'll go for a tormenting blast and put him down. Okay.
Another unexpected
So let's go ahead and
influence.
missile back, as we go right to where Matthew is sitting. So that's the whole point of why you don't want to reset your missile up at the crown entrance where Eva was, so you can missile route right back here.
Avenge that revenant? I see. Thanks again.
No problem, Matthew.
You really are strong.
Mm-hmm.
Not only in battle, but in spirit too.
That's right, bro.
Here, I want you to have this. It's medicine. It's supposed to make revenants stronger. They say it's risky for weaker revenants to use, so it's likely to do me more harm than good right now. I'll still work to become a strong, upstanding revenant like you.
Okie dokie. So there's complete attention, as we get that from running Matthew's side quest here, and this is a very, very good one. I would highly recommend doing Matthew's quest simply to pick that up. Okay, so I think that's enough for now, and we'll continue on into some of the other optional missions and such next time. So thank you all for watching, and we'll see you again.